I know how confusing it can be to buy a webcam. You know, they vary so much in price from anything from like £10 up to a few £100, and you never know whether you bought the right one. And this could be exactly the same. This is from a company called Link Plus, and it's the C2 model, as you can see on there. And the problem is, well, which one do you buy? Do you buy a cheap one? Do you buy an expensive one? Well, hopefully I can show you what this one's like, and hopefully it will help you to decide whether or not to get this one. This is a little bit different from some of my other ones I've done in the fact there are 3 different options for mounting. You can mount it on your monitor, you can mount it on a tripod, and you can just place it on your desk. We're also going to be testing out the microphone, so it won't just be about image, we're also going to have a listen to audio. Normally I would recommend a separate microphone, and I've got several microphones around here, but in order to do a proper review we need to test the microphone as well. So with that, let's get on with it. I will stick a link in the video description in case you want to go and check it out. Let's have a quick look around the box, shall we? So this is the model Link Plus C2, and it's a size of 127 by 27.6 millimeters. That's what it says, and it weighs 125 grams. Yeah, and it should be just plug and play, so USB. I believe it's a USB to USB Type C connection. Let's have a quick look. So we have an empty plastic bag. I have no idea. We have a user manual. Hopefully you shouldn't need the user manual. Like I said, it should be plug and play. We have, oh, that is quite nice actually. We have the actual camera itself. So you have a screw mount for, you know, if you want to put it on a tripod, something like that. And let's get that out of the way for a second. Or if you want to table mount it, like so. You can turn it as well. Will that go all the way round? Oh, it does. It goes all the way round. Look at that. Very good. Don't forget, if you buy this, make sure you take the plastic off this little baby here, which I'm going to do in a minute, alright? We're just having a look at the moment. So that is quite nice, even if you just want to table mount it, or if you want to fix it to your monitor. I'm not sure. What should I do? Right. Oh, it will tilt. It will tilt up. Yeah, it's very good. USB Type-C connection on the back, which is what I thought it would be anyway. And I know that someone's going to ask me, well, how long's the cable then, Yorkie? So I reckon maybe 2 meters. I'll have a measure up and then I'll tell you. Give me a second. Right, I've had a measure up of the cable and it's approximately 1.4.5 meters long. So not 2 meters, all right? Something to bear in mind, because I know there's someone out there going to say, oh, you said it was 2 meters. Well, it's not. It's about 1.5, or just under 1.5 meters. Yes, about 1.4.5. So first impressions, yeah, I like the stand on it actually, because that does feel pretty solid. I didn't realise at the time you could actually turn it as well, which is an extra bonus. Yeah, which is quite nice. So yeah, and there's a little filter, built-in filter. Hopefully that's for noise suppression. I think what I will do, probably put it on my monitor and then give it a proper test. So I'm going to set it up. I'm not going to show you how to set it up because it should be quite simple. And I've made quite a few videos on how to set it up. Not this particular one, but ones like this. I've made quite a few, so no point me keep going through the same thing. I'm going to remove this so I don't forget later. And there's a dirty fingerprint on there. Luckily, I've got a cloth. Yeah. So we have the camera itself, and that looks like either side microphones. So it might be stereo. It probably is actually. Yeah, very nice. Or shall I put it on a tripod? We will see. I'll be back in a bit. It is plug and play. I had no issue with plugging it in, and it recognised it straight away, come up on the computer and said, oh look, got a new device. So plug and play, yeah, it works perfectly. I did get some feedback, And the reason for that was because I had another microphone that was turned on. So all I had to do is mute that and job done. So if you get any feedback, make sure you've got another microphone plugged in. Because I did, I thought, where's that coming from? Why am I getting feedback? And it was because of that. Right, we are actually using the onboard microphone from the webcam itself, and we're going to go over to it now. Right? Yes, we are actually using that microphone, that baby there, or two microphones. Got one on each side. Look at that. Just tap on one of them, just to prove the point. Yeah, you hear that? Right, I don't know why I'm looking at that one when I should be looking at that one. Picture quality. I was quite impressed how clear the picture is. Wasn't sure. Normally they're a little bit on the grainy side because they're not really high resolution or anything like that. But I thought the picture quality is really good. I want to actually make that bigger. Give me a second. That is really good. I'm quite impressed. Like I said, I was impressed. Nice and clear. I've blurred out the background, as you can see, just for this video. Because you don't want to see what's behind me, do you? But yeah, very good. Very impressed. Normally, if you're using a webcam, you normally have it like this, just stuck down in a corner, especially if I was doing gaming or something like that. Stuck down in the corner, out of the way. You don't normally have it blown up. But this one, I was quite impressed with that. I thought, that's pretty good. Nice and sharp. Don't forget, you can adjust your brightness and your contrast. I've done no settings whatsoever. I just plugged it in. That's how it came up, and I've left it alone. Same with the audio, the microphone, onboard audio. I didn't have to do any settings, but I did have to make sure that my computer turned it on. That's the only thing I had to do. They're very impressed. Hopefully you're impressed. Let me know in the comments whether you think, you like the picture quality. Well, I thought it was really good, actually. Yeah, definitely gets my thumbs up. Considering how much it costs, I think it's well worth the money. So with that, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Please subscribe. Definitely gets my thumbs up. Oh, and check out the link in the video description.